Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you guys my new clips that I got for my rifles. There's a lot of factory clips that come out with the rifles, such as, the AK-47s have the all metal ones, which are pretty decent depending on where they're made. Like I have one here. This is the factory AK-47 rifle. I believe it was made in Romania. The weight of it is super solid and it's super heavy. It feels like a brick compared to, this is the Tapco's version. This version here says that you can run over it with a car or whatever like that and it won't break. I don't know, haven't tried it, don't really care to try it, but the quality I think the quality is better, but as far as weight, it'll be better on the Tapco, but as far as quality, it'll be better on the Romanian, the standard AK-47 magazine that comes with it. So I basically just got these, the Tapco versions, just because they're lighter, they look better, and that's pretty much it. As far as performance, they feed the same. Like you probably already know, AK-47s don't rarely jam. You could say they don't jam at all, but every gun's going to jam eventually. But pretty much AK-47s don't jam at all. At least I haven't experienced. If you maintain your weapon and your rifle like you're supposed to maintain it, then you shouldn't have any issues as far as it jamming or anything like that. See here. This is, as you guys already know, my AK-47. This is fully modified version of it. Has Tapco red dot sight, which is adjustable sights. Has a super lightweighted forward grip. Has just a one-sided Picatinny rail on the top for the sight. Has a Picatinny rail on the bottom, also a Mako Picatinny rail. I have a UPG grip, and these grips here, you can take the backs off and the fronts off, and it comes with all kind of different variation of grips where you can actually modify it which feels comfortable to you. I have a G2 trigger, so which alleviates the trigger slap when you're firing the AK-47, so it alleviates the trigger slap. I have a Mako 6-position retractable stock, which I modified pretty much everything on my own. Actually, on this one too, I have the this dust cover on top of the AK-47. It comes off, and I have one with a rail on it, Picatinny rail on it, but it sits. When you put the scope on there, it sits so high that when you're actually trying to acquire a target, you can't even rest your cheek on the butt of the stock. So it makes it pretty hard to. So I just took it off. I was left factory, installed my red dot on the front, which makes it easier. Then this also has it's a shock absorber, a 6-position stock. So what that means is I can push it in. When you fire a round, it absorbs the shock. No matter what position I put it in, it's a shock inside of it. So even all the way to the back. So it helps with the recoil. Like I said, really good weapon. It's actually lighter from when I first got it because I had all wood. And the wood is a little bit heavier than than I guess what this plastic or whatever it is. I don't know. I think it's plastic. But yeah, it's definitely lighter than what it was before. I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, this Aerosoft. He has all Aerosoft weapons." I don't mess with Aerosoft. I'll mess with a BB gun before I mess with Aerosoft. There's nothing wrong with Aerosoft, but the haters out there. You just want something to say. Trust me, it's not Aerosoft. Aerosoft don't shoot 7.62. See how good the clip is. Goes right in there. No magazine wobble. at all, none. So Tapco's clips are really good as far as for the AK-47. But yeah. The other comparison that I was going to do today is with the variations of the bullets. So this here goes to my sniper rifle. That's a 7.62 by 5.4 bullet. So when you compare it to the 7.62 by 3.9, this is the AK bullet, you can actually see the big difference. Then compare it to the 223 round. So you can see the difference of it. Out of all, you would never want to practice or have somebody who's not used to shooting for the first time for them shooting to shoot with this round here. If you never want them to shoot again, you let them try for their first time shooting with this round, they'll never ever shoot again, period. Because this is a shoulder breaker. I mean, guaranteed. It hurts my shoulder. So 223 is really no recoil. AK-47s is, it doesn't hurt when you fire it, but it's a lot of recoil depending on how you have your rifle set up. As far as the differences, this is super accurate, way more damage than the AK-40, than the 7.62 by 3.9 or the 223, but it's only bolt action. So my sniper rifle is only bolt action, so it limits the amount of rounds fired downrange. Whereas the AK-47 compared to the 223, the 223 is way more accurate. AK-47, you're pretty good to about 200 yards, to where you can definitely hit a phone book anywhere on the phone book for about 200 yards. Then after that, you might as well, you're pretty much trying to calculate windage and all that stuff because the bullet drops really fast. As far as the 223, you're good 1,000 yards, easy on target, hitting, tearing stuff up, phone book, 1,000 yards, easy. Just depends on what scope. People say, oh, it's not accurate to 1,000 yards. It is. If you have a cheap ass scope on there, of course you're not going to be able to hit nothing at 1,000 yards. Put you a good $400 or $500 scope on there, you will hit something 400 or 500 yards. So if you got a cheap scope, it's not going to work, of course. So yeah, that being said, I just wanted to give a quick comparison of the bullets itself. And as far as stopping power, I just want to mention that. Compared to the 223 and the AK-47. The AK-47 is not as accurate, but as far as stopping power, yeah, AK-47 is going to blow the 223 out of the water at pretty much any range that the AK-47 can hit. So if the AK-47 is accurate up to 200 yards and you're trying to compete and you put the 223 up to it, it's AK-47 is dropping people just instantly. So it's a slower round, but more damage. 223 is a more high velocity round. Depending on what object it's hitting and how far it's out, its damage is going to vary. So, all right. So the new clips that I want to show you today. First of all, I'll show you the clips that I first got for my MP15T, made by Smith & Wesson. These are the Tapcos for my MP15T, which they're actually pretty good clips. I haven't heard anything about them as far as misfeeds or anything like that. Comes with lifetime warranty. They run you about $17 to $25 a piece. The only drawback that I didn't have about it, that I have with them, are for the same price, I'd rather have the Magpul clips. And a Magpul clip is this here. This is the Magpul clip. And why they call it a Magpul is, well, I'll just tell you the specifications on it first. The Magpul clips has a built-in dust cover. So what that means is, you see the top, you don't see any bullets at all. So no dust, it's sealed all the way. So no dust can get in and mess with your springs and stuff like that. So that's one good reason why I like it. So when you store it, you don't have to worry about, stuff, your bullets corroding if you purchase corrosive rounds. Why they call it a Magpul also is that once you take the dust cover off, you pop it right on the bottom. Bam! Now you have a little lip at the bottom, so you can attach to your belt or whatever. And you just slide, pull your magazine right out the rifle. So that's why I like the Magpul better. It's super solid and it's thinner. It's the same. This is 30 round mags, both the same. This is Tapco, this is Magpul, and it's thinner, real thinner. So it's definitely a difference. And the reason why this one's thinner because it's a little bit longer, as you can see. This one's a little bit shorter. So this one's fatter. Okay, so that's why I like Magpul. Magpul compared to Tapco. But Tapco is a good clip, don't get me wrong. Just don't have all for the same price you can get like the dust covers and all that stuff. And as you see, when I like something, I get a lot. So these are all my Magpuls. All 30 rounds. I have like 10 of them. So I like the Magpul. So you guys should probably get some. If you do own a rifle, either they fit all M16s, AR-15s, and of course I have the MP 15-2T. So my new magazine to my arsenal here is going to be the SGM Tactical 100 round drum. This is my first time owning one, so I really wanted one. They put it on special. So these did run at $250 a piece, but they had a special